Look at these. Invented here over 150 years ago. We're in Lisbon. Maybe you're like me and you only have a few days in Lisbon, or you're using Lisbon as your base before you go and explore the rest of Portugal. Well, today we're gonna walk around and I'm gonna show you my top 5 things to see, things to do when you're visiting the capital city here in Portugal, Lisbon. Got a metro ticket. It cost me around €6.50. This is good for 24 hours, but wait, this ticket gets you to ride anywhere you want in the city, on the buses, on the underground metro, and most importantly, the famous E28 tram. You could take the E12, it's a beautiful route as well. E28, super popular, so expect big crowds. But that tram right there, that's an institution in Lisbon, and it stops by all the scenic spots. Now let's go. Oh, that's a long line there. I should have come earlier. That was about a 1 hour's wait for this tram, but I think it'll be worth it. Now this tram is great. It takes you up and down all the little barrio, all the little neighborhoods of Lisbon. You get to see and do a lot. You get to see all the storefronts and everything there is in Lisbon, all on a relaxed, slow-paced ride. Well, that tram ride, the number 28, it's definitely worth it. You want to get on at the start of the line or here at the end of the line if you want to have a seat. Now, if you don't mind standing up, holding on as the tram makes its way up the high pitches and descends through the Lisbon city streets, well then you can get on at any one of the many stops and just stand and enjoy the ride and take some photos out the window. And I would recommend that if you don't mind standing, because that line at the beginning was 1 hour of waiting and it really eats into your time if you only have one day here. I spent a lot of time on that tram, so I decided to speed things up a bit in a taxi. Okay, obrigado. That was a quick passage, and now we're at the second spot I think you should see and visit when you're here in Lisbon, and you see it right over there. That's the Belem Tower. This is the Belem area, the whole area. That's the number 2 spot. Okay, before we get to the tower, check out these little cool places. You can get a pina colada. It looks good. Right over here, see that? Wine bar with the view. Buy a glass of wine, get to sit down on one of those seats and just relax there, watch the Tagus River. The water's flowing by. This tower, medieval tower, 500 years old next year. It was once a river island. The water used to flow on both sides. So what we're looking at here is a Gothic medieval tower built in the 1600s or so out of limestone. And this is where all the famous Spanish explorers would take off or come back after their big expeditions to go and conquer the world. You can go up in the towers and get up close so you can observe all the details of this Portuguese Renaissance structure. Now we're not going to go inside today because we have a lot on our list, and frankly I think you get the best view from here outside. You get to admire all those details. Once you're inside, you're gonna get a good view of the river and off in the distance that way, the heart of Lisbon. Look at this, standing up here on these steps, you can see how the water used to flow right around the tower, forming an island. This lady has the right idea. Can I get a cappuccino? Sure. Just what I needed. Obrigado. Adios. Now what's beautiful, between the tower back there, the Belem Tower, Lisbon has these bike paths. You can rent the scooters and speed things up a bit. So this is a bonus here when you're down here in Belem. It's the Monument of Discovery, and it just makes you think Lisbon was a powerhouse everywhere in the world, and there are 32 sailors up there. This thing was designed, I think, in the 1940s, made permanent in 1960. So you can stand here, admire the monument, admire the sailors, and just think how powerful Lisbon was. Okay, off we go. I'm pretty excited about this next place. Here we go. Everybody knows the famous egg custard tart, the pastéis. Well, this is the Pastéis de Belem, and this is where it was created many years ago, made with egg yolk, and we're gonna get one. Now, a little insider's tip. You saw all those people outside standing in line. Well, that's the takeaway line. If you want to sit down, relax, air-conditioned place, Just follow the signs for table service and you're seated right away. Yeah, here we go. This is the best part of Belem. Look at these. Invented here over 150 years ago. It's soft, it's creamy, it's delicious. Now you're supposed to also sprinkle cinnamon and powdered sugar on top of them. I tried one without and one with. I'd say it enhances the flavor. They started over 150 years ago. The cool thing is that you can look inside, see the kitchen, and see how they make them. I think they make around 2,000 a day. If you're a foodie, you really have to put this place on your list. Now that was probably the best thing about Lisbon so far, and worth the wait, even if you have to stand in line to get the takeaway, but I recommend sitting down at the inside, getting a table. Here's our fourth place, Mergado del Ribera, what they call the timeout market. And in here we can get the bacalhau, we can get the sardines, the food that Lisbon is famous for. Wow, the first thing that strikes me about this market is it reminds me of what I saw on La Rambla in Barcelona just a couple of weeks ago. Very similar, you have a whole bunch of different stalls. This place varies because you go up to the stalls, you get your food, and then you find this open seating, which was much better than Barcelona because frankly it was difficult to get a place inside that market. But this market, they have all the fish, they have all the wine, and they have everything you need if you're hungry after a day of sightseeing. Now let's get it on. Now the great thing about this marketplace is there's food for everyone. Any type of food you want, it's here. So if you don't know what you want, just come here, walk around. Your partner can go choose something. And watch out for the pigeon attacks. I got these little cod cakes here. One, oh, there we are. Hold on. And look at this, more bacalhau. This is soft, it absorbed all the juices, cooked just right. They put it on a bed of these sweet potato chips. When you come here, you gotta try the seafood because this is Lisbon, this is Portugal, has so much seafront, and they do seafood well. There's sardines, the cod, the bacalhau. That market's good. If you guys are liking these videos, please give it a thumbs up. It helps with all the YouTube algorithm. If you enjoy the travel videos and you want to support me, consider giving a super thanks. It'd be much appreciated. On to the next spot. Do you remember that ticket I bought earlier? Well, it works on all of these things. That Metro Tram card is worth its weight in gold. It saved me the legs, and I'm up here. Ooh, look at that view! From this mirador here, it's just a short walk to the next place. This is it, St. George's Capital, spot number 4 of the day. And why this is on my list of places to see and do, well, it's a castle first of all, and you get this amazing view right here, but there are views all around the city. You say, well, true, but up here you're in the quiet forest-like setting, no cars, no tuk-tuks buzzing around. This castle and the climb up here and the view reminds me of the Castle Santa Barbara in Alicante, Spain. It offers huge viewpoints, relaxing, fresh air. You can see the big bridge over there crossing the river. You can see the area that I'm staying in, Barrio Alto, and down below you can see the square where I got the tram number 28 Martim Moniz. And you get this 11th century Moorish castle. But most importantly, you have all these tables and chairs, and you can just sit here, relax, and take in the view. Okay, now let's go. I mean, the thing about Lisbon is that you're walking around so much, up and down. Don't worry about drinking beers or having the pastries. You're gonna burn off all those calories. This castle is mad. It's so well preserved. Definitely worth a visit. These kids want their photo. Let's get it on. And it's super chilled out in here. Maybe it's the time of the day. I'm here at 6 o'clock and they close at 7. So you only give yourself 1 hour, but it's super tranquilo in here. So my recommendation, early in the morning or hit it up at 6 p.m. What you want to do at the end of the day is roam the streets of Barrio Alfama. This area is the oldest neighborhood in Lisbon. If you're into taking photos, videos, there's so many visually interesting things. The tiled buildings, the bars, the restaurants, the people. Get lost. And just a sense of orientation, the tram number 28 goes up and down this main road through the neighborhood. Can I get a sangria? Sangria. Now at the end of the day, after all that sightseeing, walking around here, and what you're gonna do is get a drink in one of these little kiosk areas in Alfama and sit down down and relax. If you want to see another video I made about traveling to Portugal,